Hello, everyone. We're live. How y'all doing today? Welcome.
How you doing?
This is Bill Murphy. We are doing what's called Mixed Bag right here on the Super Review Show. Whoops, the feedback's coming through. All righty. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? This is Bill Murphy. Let me reintroduce him. How you doing tonight, Bill?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Just fine.
Just dandy.
So tonight, just fine and dandy. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is going to be a crazy filled night for us here on Mixed Bag. We are doing our top 10. It's going to be a long night. Our top 10 artists of all time that we love and adore. Our top 10 favorite artists of all time.
Oh, this one is going to be a tough one. Like making this list, JT, I almost freaking had a heart attack making this list. It was that I know. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. Because here's the thing with me with music artists.
Yes, go ahead.
It's like my list changes day to day.
Oh yeah, no, mine kind of stays the same for the most part, but it has changed over time quite a bit.
It like really depends on what mood I'm in to listen to, if you know what I mean.
I completely agree. It all depends on what we like at the moment, and our likes obviously change. So, Bill, why don't you start us off? Well, why don't you start us off first with your honorable mentions on the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag here. Your honorable mentions of artists that you like, and tell us why.
Going live early.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Okay, well, here's the honorable mentions, and okay, I'm gonna get some flack for this, but here we go.
Kind of scared.
One of my first honorable mentions is Dropkick Murphys.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What? I didn't even think of that. That's actually a really good one, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, my honorable mention is Dropkick Murphys, and I love Shipping Up to Boston.
Oh, Shipping Up to Boston!
Oh, whoa!
So,
and also, like that is one of those songs I could listen to the intro and just be satisfied. The doom doom. So
good.
But anyway, and it's one of those bands that get me pumped every St. Patrick's Day to listen to.
It's a thing.
Is Adele.
Really?
I think she just has a really nice voice.
Okay.
And I think she just has a lot of talent. I remember when she first became a thing, I listened to her and I'm thinking, wow, this woman has the freaking voice of an angel. And
her voice is very good.
I have a friend of mine who likes Adele more than Beyonce.
That's a fair point.
He said Beyonce has to have a show with dancers and pyrotechnics. No offense to any Beyonce fans out there.
Yeah.
Well, Adele just has to open her mouth.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. My next one is Foo Fighters.
You know what? I'm going to get to that in a little bit, but go on.
Okay. For those of you who have listened to any of our previous shows.
Yes.
Everyone knows I'm not the biggest fan of Nirvana.
Yes. Okay.
I think they're overrated.
You tell me.
But I think after Nirvana's demise, and then when Dave Grohl, I heard Dave Grohl is also a super nice dude too.
Dave Grohl, it's funny. I gotta let you just chime in for 1 second. Plug for my aunt who might actually watch this one day. She knows Dave Grohl.
Awesome.
I know. We're going.
This is now turning into an ASMR video. But anyway, no, I love the song My Hero. I love the song Everlong.
Oh, great song.
I love Long Road to Ruins.
Great song.
Yeah. Okay, next one. You're gonna kill me for having this one being in an honorable mention. The Beach Boys.
Oh, you broke my heart.
No, I really
You
do like
actually
the
broke my
Beach
heart.
Boys,
Oh God.
but
How
yeah,
could you
I
do it?
love the Beach Boys. Pet Sounds is one of my favorite albums. Um, I think Brian Wilson is an absolute genius.
Fact. And just letting you know, there's a video on YouTube called Why Brian Wilson is a Genius. Check out this guy's channel. He's really great. His name's Jeffrey Stillwell. Plug. He's a big Beach Boys fan. Go on.
Okay, and I think they're like the American equivalent to the Beatles. Like getting back to Pet Sounds for a second.
Yeah.
Did you know that is actually Paul McCartney's favorite album?
Of all time. And you know what's his favorite song of all time?
God only knows.
That's right. How'd you know?
He actually he actually got all the copies for all his children for Christmas, and he said, "You will not know good music until you listen to this album."
Really?
Yeah, so in the Beatles, I think was more even though I think it was more like healthy competition than just flat out than hatred of each other because Paul McCartney and Brian Wilson did respect each other.
Yeah, I mean, we can go into a whole thing about the two of them. But again, I really, if you want a plug for this channel, if you want to get into any Beach Boys, Beatles related stuff, there's a YouTube channel. I'll leave a link for the channel in the description of this video. This guy's really great.
Okay,
Check
my next one is Ed Sheeran.
Really?
I really like Ed Sheeran.
I do too, but I didn't expect you to put him like that high of a, even in
Well,
honorable.
this is in no particular order for honorable mentions. This is no particular order.
Okay.
Ed Sheeran. I really like Photograph. I really like Castle on the Hill. My favorite song by him, I think it's actually a very underrated one. It's called Galloway Girl.
That's very good. I like that one too.
Yeah. My next one is The Temptations.
Oh, we're getting classic. Holy shit. Oh, I love them. They're great.
My favorite song, contrary to popular belief, many people would probably say, what is it? My Girl. My favorite one is actually Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
It's a pretty.
Don't leave me, girl. That song. I think that was just the really start of R&B and just a real staple of Motown.
I gotta update my honorable mentions because you're killing me right now.
And my last honorable mention
is what? Sorry, I missed it.
Maroon 5.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I have a mixture of, like, I like Maroon 5.
I do too. I mean, they're hit and miss for me, but I like them. I saw them.
But, I like their, like, I don't think their newer stuff is bad. Like, I think it's okay, but I kind of like their earlier stuff better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I kind of like the unpopular opinion. I know we did that a while ago, but unpopular opinion, I think early Maroon 5 is better than now Maroon 5, but I don't think now Maroon 5 is awful.
No, it's not awful.
I do like Maps, following the map that leads to you. That song.
Yeah.
I like, I think Sugar's okay.
Sugar's pretty good.
But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. JT, over to you, my friend.
Oh boy, 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 oh boy. God, you left me to do this by myself. You just like slayed me. Are you kidding me? Oh, all right.
I salute ya.
Oh my God, you're killing me. Check the chat board, man. We have some chat board.
Yeah, I'm checking it right now. Shout out to my good friend Mark Halpern, aka Old Ops Guy. I just want to read some of these before we go on. I think
sure, go ahead.
Cranberries, baby. Adele is okay, not a Beyonce fan. Smells Like Teen Spirit is one of the best songs. That's your opinion, Mark. My wife loves the Foo Fighters. Mark Hal. Oh, this is adorable. Charlotte, who is his daughter. I think she's 5 or 6, Mark. Let me know, 5 or 6. Charlotte says anything in Frozen. and Troy says Elmo. Troy is his 1-year-old son. That's adorable. That is absolutely adorable.
Oh my god. Well, I'm just trying to think. I got a lot. Hold on. That's nice to have. That's awesome. Sorry, oh, you really, damn you. Damn it, Bill. You really got me good, like with like the different groups and stuff.
You really got me? Okay, she's 6. His daughter, Charlotte's 6. Okay. Now I can sleep tonight. All
right, good.
All right, JT. Over to you. I really got you.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, I'm actually gonna before I get to my list, my honorable mentions, which this is making these lists were hard to do. Now, for the honorable mentions, you're not gonna see my list per se, but I did have to add 1 or 2 because you did mention a few to me. But now, anyone who knows me for any period of time, I primarily talk about. I don't really talk about pop music that much. So when you said Adele and Ed Sheeran, I was like, okay, I like them. Do I listen to them on a daily basis? No. Do I like them a lot? I like some of their stuff? Yes. I will say, though, that you did drop honorable mentions to honorable mentions here. Ed Sheeran was great. I really think Lady Gaga is actually very talented.
Oh, yeah, I put her as an honorable mention, too. I'm putting that, too. How could I forget Lady Gaga?
Shallow is very good. Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Whatever. But like Maroon 5, whatever. But these are my actual honorable mentions. All right, bear with me, everyone. Brace yourselves. Here we go.
For impact.
In no particular order, the Temptations, because you just reminded me. I didn't even think of that, but you reminded me of that, and I was like, wait a second. The Temptations. Look. People also, I just have to say something too. You may think that this is crazy. These bands were developed, these Motown groups were developed in the 60s. They are still around today. And if you can catch them on tour, get on the bandwagon and see them. In fact, the Temptations and another group I'm about to mention are touring together. Their tour got rescheduled to 2021, and they're coming nearby. I might see them. I don't know yet. But that's the Temptations and the Four Tops. Bill,
it's like I upstage you here, huh?
I'm trying to upstage you. I don't know. All right, Four Tops. I can't help myself. Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. Reach Out for Me.
I Need Your Lovin'.
Yeah, Baby, I Need Your Love. All these classic. So, really, another thing about songs back then. Songs back then were so differently structured than they are today. So many people are heavily on the computers. Back then, you want to get into really good, solid, just good quality sounds. Temptations, Four Tops, the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, the Beach Boys. 60s Motown really had a lot of stuff going for it. The Isley Brothers, stuff like that. Just to name a few. There's a lot there. All right. It's on the list, and you're going to think I'm crazy. But as an honorable mention, because of songwriting significance, mainly Simon and Garfunkel.
Really? I thought they would be on the list.
No. I've had a list in my head for my whole life, and I'm just kind of sticking with that list. We're going to get to there. But yeah, Simon and Garfunkel is an honorable mention. I love Paul Simon's solo work as well as Art Garfunkel. When they were together, it was priceless. It was absolutely amazing. This might shock a lot of you, but it really might. AC/DC.
Really? I thought that was going to be on the list.
I know. Listen, AC/DC is an iconic, all-time behemoth band that will forever go down as one of the best live acts ever. I haven't seen them, but I've seen footage of them play. Holy shit. They are nuts. They are nuts, I tell you, nuts. Again, this is in no particular. Hey, everyone, how y'all doing tonight? We're glad to see you. Just keep it on the chat board for me.
Joe Wiley is listening.
Hey, Joe, how's it going? All right. I'm not sure what you're going to say about this, but Coldplay.
Oh, shit. I may have to put them somewhere on my list somewhere.
Oh, God. I see how hard this is for us, guys. We're going nuts out here. All right, Coldplay. I really like Coldplay.
No, I love Coldplay, too. I totally forgot about them.
I was just putting, I'm like, what do I, and it's funny, autocorrect does Coldplay now. So if you type cold and then P, it'll autocorrect to Coldplay, which is pretty funny. All right. Making this honorable mentions list was tough. Wow. It's going to bite a lot of people in the ass, but Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh boy.
I know, like honorable mention though. This is just honorable mentions. Greats of the greats, the creme de
We're
la
not even
creme.
at the main list here, folks.
No, and when we get to the main list too, I'll have screen stuff pop up. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is gonna surprise and piss off so many people, but Metallica. I love Metallica, but I was introduced to them later on in life, and they did not hit me the way my list, the way that my current list did. So I'm just letting you all know Metallica is an honorable mention. Bill, I don't know if you're quiet over there. I don't wonder what's going on.
I'm not the hugest Metallica fan, but
It's all good. They are without a doubt, and they're very, very a solid band and a really great collection of songs. All right, this next one might surprise some of you. Again, these are in no particular order. Everyone, Chicago. I know you don't care.
they're not awful. Like, I think they're okay.
Saturday in the park.
My favorite Chicago song is probably Hard to Say I'm Sorry.
Oh, that's a great song. I can play on the piano too. I gotta play it for you one day. It's Chicago. They were If You Leave Me Now and stuff like that. It's great. I really like them because I played them and they're really good stuff. All right, now we're getting to the more like popular stuff, I guess. But the Foo Fighters, honorable mention. I know, Bill's like, God damn it, what did I do wrong here?
God, you have a lot on this. Folks, these are just the honorable mentions.
These are just the honorable mentions. All right, I don't want to keep us going. I want to keep us going too longer. All right, Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam so much. I love them a lot. I think that Eddie Vedder is a very, very incredible spokesperson for a band. I think his vocals are fantastic. The 5 band members have been together this whole time. It's gone on. I'm going to throw one more honorable mention in there, just off the top of my head. REM, I'm going to put it in there. And then last but not least, for my honorable mention is Green Day. You would think it would be on the list, but it's not.
So too.
Nice try.
JT, you surprise me every day.
I try to, Bill. I try to. All right. How's the chat board? Oh, Thunderstruck, Wasted Daisy. Preach, Mark. Preach. All right.
Brother, preach.
Thunderstruck. All right. Bill, what is your 10th favorite artist of all time?
Okay, guys, I am sorry, but we have a bit of a cop-out here.
Oh, God. What is
I have a tie, if that's okay.
Boo, shame. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, because I was thinking about this. Because when you mentioned this band, I'm thinking, damn, I should have put them on my list because they are one of my favorite bands.
Who was it?
My number 10 is a tie between Nickelback.
Okay.
I know, let the hate begin.
Shame.
And Coldplay.
Really? Okay, let's do this for a second.
Okay. So, okay, do people want to kill me yet? Okay, Nickelback, you've heard me say this before. I actually don't think Nickelback is that bad of a band. But
I don't hate them.
Like I don't know why so many. I think they're one of those bands that I think is overrated to hate. They just because I do agree a lot of their songs do sound the same, but I really love some of my favorite songs is This Is How You Remind Me. This is how you remind me. I think my other favorite songs is let's see. From them is When We Stand Together. And what's that? And my favorite song by them is Lullaby. But I really do like Nickelback. Unpopular opinion, come at me, bro. Okay, my other one, Coldplay. I really stuck it there because I didn't know where else to put them, and I would have to screw up my whole list. Coldplay. I think Chris Martin is a great songwriter. My favorite song is I really like Paradise.
Oh, that's a great song.
Clocks is pretty good.
Clocks is good, actually.
I really like Yellow. But my favorite Coldplay song is Fix You.
Really?
That is like one of my favorite songs, Fix You.
Really? No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, I love Fix You.
Nice.
Okay, JT, over to you. What's your number 10?
All right, my number 10 as I pull it up on Wikipedia. All right, don't kill me, everyone, but we're gonna be sharing the screen a lot tonight. My number 10 is Bon Jovi.
Really? They're that low on the list?
They're number 10, but the fact that they made the list is even crazier, to be honest. I love this band despite what's going on with it now, because they had what is this? All right, so I saw them on this has. I actually really got into Bon Jovi after the most recent album came out, and then I went back into their history and all that stuff. But I'm a big fan of John Bon Jovi and his philanthropy as well. He was
he's a great dude.
He's a great, fantastic dude. He has these I've gone on this before, but his restaurants in New Jersey, I've been to one of them.
And you said the food was really good there.
The food was really good. He's just a great guy, and his band has been going on for so long, since like the 80s and stuff. Like 83 or 84. You know, they're just, and plus they're from New Jersey, and I love it. I love their stuff. Obviously, their earlier hits and all that stuff. Like they're if you can look at Living on a Prayer, Who Says You Can't Go Home. They just, I have a deep affinity for these guys. These guys are great. They're awesome. I really do love them. Their band, I like a lot. Their best album, in my opinion, is actually, I'm gonna go two things. Their best old album is Slippery When Wet. Okay. Their best new album is, to me, their best new album is either This House Is Not For Sale or 2020 that was just released. I'm not sure which one would be better in your opinion, but I will say that like this.
Well, I'm reserving my judgment now because I have them a little higher on my list. So.
Oh, here we go. All right, I'll leave that open for you. All right. Anyway, so that number 10 for me is Bon Jovi. Number 10 for Bill is Coldplay. Bill, what is your number 9 favorite artist of all time?
My number 9, I have a soft spot for this band because I saw them in concert. They were actually my very first concert.
I know what it is.
Imagine Dragons.
I knew it.
I just really, it kind of has like that more Coldplay-ish feel, but I really do like them. Who doesn't like Radioactive? I love the beat drop. The I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Love that. I love It's Time.
They're very good.
I just think they're a really fun band. I think they can get a little too AC at times, a little too adult contemporary, but other than that, I think I really do like them. My other favorite, I think my favorite song by them, I would have to say it's either, got a few, like I said, I like Radioactive, I like It's Time. One that I actually don't think is, one I think is a little underrated. It's one of their first songs. It's called Tiptoe.
Okay.
I really like Whatever It Takes.
That's a great song.
Thunder.
Oh, Thunder. Love that one.
And my favorite song by them, I think, is On Top of the World.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Imagine Dragons, one of my favorites. And like I said, since I saw them, since they were my first concert, I will always have a special place in them for my heart. Heart.
They are very good. I mean, I do.
And I'm looking at this right now with nothing left to say. It's actually kind of funny because that's actually what they close the show with. Nothing left to say, because there's
nothing left to say.
There's nothing left to say. It's the end of the show.
Huh. And by the way, it says that Dan Reynolds of Imagine Dragons says Arcade Fire, Nirvana, Muse, The Beatles, Paul Simon, Coldplay, Linkin Park, Harry Nilsson, and U2 are some of their influences. How funny is that?
Yeah, I can see that because you can see they have one of their Coldplay that has that kind of Coldplay type sound.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't see the list. Take it away. Didn't see it.
You're good. I had to check. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're number 9?
My number 9. Not that. Sorry. Ah!
I didn't see it.
Oh, look. There we go. Ha ha! Yes.
How come I knew this was going to be on your list?
How'd you know?
Yeah.
You know why? Because this was my first concert I ever went to.
God, it's like number 9 to both our first concerts.
I know, right? And I saw them in 2009 at Nassau.
You've seen them a few times after that, haven't you?
Nah, I haven't seen them since. I want to see them again before they retire, though. So, yeah, I love Kiss. Love me some Kiss, guys. Listen, I've listened, not read. I've listened to Paul Stanley's audiobook, and it is very cool.
Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good. It was very cool. I loved that listening to this audiobook. I have to say this because excuse me. Their musical style was such outlandish for the time. It was so unique and so original. And once they came out of 1975's Alive, and they became such an influence on many other bands, such as Poison, Motley Crue was influenced by Kiss. All these other bands, their show theatrics would be known for ever, because a Kiss show would always be a Kiss show. If Rolling Stone magazine was asked the readers, what's the best shows to go see? And Kiss made the top 10 at number 10. Kiss was the 10th best show of all time to go see. And honestly, I can agree with that. I can also agree with all the other ones as well. But like, this is a band that I love. Despite all the drama, there's been a lot of drama and all this stuff in Kiss over the time. They've had different drummers and all this stuff. And I honestly don't care. I don't care. They always have a special place in my heart. Not because they were the first show that I ever saw, but they were the first ever band that I ever got into. I got into the Destroyer album. I got into rock and roll over. I've gotten into all these different things, and you gotta understand. I really do love this band quite a bit. It might be shocking, but it's true. They have a very special place in my heart. And Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, everything about it is fantastic. So, and they've always toured. They've always, I don't know. I love them a lot. So,
what's your favorite Kiss song?
Oh, fuck. To me, it comes down to two different songs by Kiss. Detroit Rock City.
That's actually my favorite.
Really? Okay.
No.
Detroit Rock City, and one you may not have heard of, but it was a huge hit in like 1987. It was called Crazy Crazy Nights. It's so fun. It's just a fun, catchy rock song. Oh, and they're known for the makeup, if you can't tell. Like there's Paul Stanley, there's Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, Eric Carr had the Fox, and Vinnie Vincent had the Anchor Warrior. And these two don't obviously happen anymore because by 1983 those were done. But yeah,
Fun fact: did you know Eric Carr actually died the same day Freddie Mercury did?
I was just about to say that actually. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, Freddie Mercury
No
died the
facts.
same day as Eric Carr, which is crazy. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Um. Anyways, excuse me. So here we go. All right, so this is my number. This is my number 9. I said right? Yeah, this is my number 9. What's your? All right. Moving to 8.
Okay, I am going to get so much shit for putting them so low on the list. But my number 8 is Pink Floyd.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why are you so shocked?
I hate Pink Floyd.
Shame! Shame! Now I can see that they're an acquired. I will admit I like them, but they're an acquired taste. Like here's the I love my uncle is a huge Pink Floyd fan, and I remember when I was a kid, he's like, "Hey, you got to listen to this." And
Look,
and it's funny how most people get their music taste from their parents. I got because with Pink Floyd, my parents were never really into Pink Floyd, and
yeah,
the first
okay.
song I listened to was "Wish You Were Here,"
Yeah.
and what's that song? Us and Them. I think Roger Waters, I think is really good. Even though I do think as a person he can be a bit of a dick, but that's another conversation. I think the lyrics are just really mesmerizing. I think the melodies are just great. The Wall, we did a whole rock talk episode of that.
That's right. Plug for that. We definitely did one of that.
That's probably my favorite album by them. Like, who doesn't know Another Brick in the Wall?
Everyone knows Another Brick in the Wall.
Everyone knows that song. And I will say, I do like Pink Floyd, but I will say that's one of those bands I have to be in the mood to listen to. You know what I mean?
I just my thing with Pink Floyd is that I never truly I just didn't get into them, I guess you could say. I really didn't. No offense to anyone who likes Pink Floyd, which there's obviously a lot of people who like Pink Floyd.
Beforehand.
Yeah. I just it's just boring to me. It's a psychedelic, acid. Let me just get high and drink this music. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's music that you would smoke a joint to.
Yeah, and I don't smoke. I tell you the truth on camera. I just don't.
And my advice on that one, I'm going to say, under the advice of counsel.
What?
Hold on, I knocked my mic out by mistake.
You're good. I just think that this is
if I've ever smoked, I'll just say this. Under the advice of counsel, I am not going to say anything.
All right.
But anyway, but yeah, Roger. Listen, I think The Wall is a really good album. I think, I really do. I can see why you don't like them. It's like I said, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah, I just don't like them. I'm not saying that because I'm not saying I don't like them because they're. Look, I will acknowledge, however, that they are one of the best-selling groups of all time. That they are one of the most influential groups of all time. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, for me personally, I could not comfortably numb.
Oh, that's my favorite song by them. Come on.
I'm sorry. Time, money, dog. Oh God. I don't know.
You have to admit the guitar solo in "Comfortably Numb" by David Gilmour is one of the best.
It is. I do acknowledge that, but there's just so much I don't know. There's so much of just not. It's just I find it boring, frankly. a lot, and I don't know what's what. I've never gotten into Pink Floyd, nor do I care to. That's my unpopular opinion. Sucks. It sucks. Fight me, kill me, whatever you want to do. But like I said like they're one of the most commercially successful and influenced bands of all time.
Even talking about them is putting you. Even talking about Pink Floyd is putting you to sleep.
I know, right? It's killing me. But I will say, they were ranked at number 4 at one of the best bands to go see live.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Rolling Stones. I gotta remind me at the end to pull that up for you. So that's your number 8. You said
that is my number 8. What's your number 8, my friend?
Okay, hold on. I got it. Don't look at the camera.
Keep talking. I gotta go use
the
bathroom.
Go ahead. I'm ready. I'll talk first. You want me to go first? You want me to? Okay.
You're at number 8. I'm in the bathroom, so go talk.
All right. My number 8 is something that is a group that Bill brought up before, ladies and gentlemen. Bill brought this up before, and I'm going to bring them up again because this is I saw them live, and they were one of the most fun shows I've ever seen in my life. So fun for 78-year-old men. But this is the Beach Boys. Ladies and germs, the Beach Boys.
That low on the list.
Yeah.
Go on.
Bill, we heard you flush. It's okay.
Sorry. My bathroom is like right near where I record shit, so
okay.
Convenience.
We're live on YouTube. It's okay.
All right, go on.
So my number, what were we number 7 or 8?
We're at 8.
All right. The number 8 for me is the Beach Boys. They have, yes, they're considered to be an oldies act. They tend to be like an older generational people, but their music has like progressed so many generations. Like it stands the test of time. So much of it stands the test of time. It's insane how, and they all started off with like 60s surf, pop and rock. Then they took over the world. Surfing Safari, Surfing USA, Surfer Girl, Little Do Scoop. All great songs and great albums, if I might add. But I will say this. Another one is, and then the British Invasion did help them out. I didn't really help them out, but and then they did Pet Sounds, which is a completely different thing. Bill, Bill and I talked about Pet Sounds before, but honestly, it is one of the best albums of all time, ever, in my opinion, ever. It's like Burt Bacharach meets Ronnie Spector, in my opinion. If you know what I'm talking about, good for you. Bill. Anyway, so my number 7 is the Beach Boys. What's your numbers? 7 or 8, sorry.
We were at 8.
Okay, my number 8 is the Beach Boys. What's your number 8?
My number 8? Oh, no, yeah. We did number 8. You mean my number 7?
This is 7 then. This is my number 7. What's Bill's number 7?
Bill's number 7 is, get this, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I really love
I love Fleetwood Mac too.
I love Stevie Nicks.
She's great.
I think she is super talented. My favorite songs are Mick Fleetwood is awesome.
He's a great drummer.
Christine McVie. My favorite songs, I really like that song, The Chain of Never Break the Chain.
Yeah, that's good.
I like Who doesn't like Go Your Own Way?
You can go your way.
Rhiannon is awesome. I think my favorite one is, of course, Landslide.
Oh, that's a great song.
It's a very bittersweet song, though. It's one of those songs you listen to and sit and reflect on your life.
Yeah, the thing with Fleetwood Mac is I saw them too.
Oh, you did?
Back in March of 2019, actually. So
jealous.
I know you're jealous. I sat behind the stage, but they had a backdrop up, so I was like looking directly at Stevie Nicks, and then Stevie Nicks did wave at me. I was like, "Hi, Stevie." So that's pretty funny.
It looks good for her age. I'll say that.
Yes, she does. It was very cool. And I was seeing them.
Also, I think my favorite Fleetwood Mac song by them is "Don't Stop."
Okay, don't stop thinking
About tomorrow.
about. Yeah, no, they're great. Oh my god.
And also, fun fact: "Don't Stop" was actually Bill Clinton's campaign song for his 1992 presidential campaign.
Really?
These are facts.
That's insane.
This has been Random Facts with Bill.
Random facts with Bill.
Random Facts with Bill. But anyway, yeah, but I really love Fleetwood Mac. I think they're awesome. I actually have Rumors on vinyl.
You bastard. I'm looking for that vinyl. I'm looking for it.
You hate me now, don't you?
Hate you, but I have all these. I literally got the Joshua Tree the other day, and I was like, yes, and then I was like, crap, I don't have Rumors yet.
Yeah, okay. If you're gonna come to my house and rummage through my shit, though, I ask one request. Please wear a mask.
Okay, well then.
But no, I don't mind you rummaging through my shit. Just wear your damn mask. Come rummage through my shit all you want. Just wear a damn mask. But anyway, no, I like. Yeah, they were like. And I think they're sort of groundbreaking in a way because they're one of the bands that have a female vocalist.
Yeah, she's great. She sung Landslide too when I saw them.
Yeah, so she waved to you and you're like, oh my God, Stevie Nicks waved to me.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay.
I saw them in Albany.
Yeah, really. I like wanted to go see them so bad, but tickets were like an arm and a leg.
Where did you want to see them?
I wanted to see them either in Albany or at the Garden.
I saw them in Albany, and I might have paid like $150 for both tickets.
You bastard! And better yet, worse yet, why didn't you invite me? Me! You son of a bitch! Why didn't you invite me?
Hey! Listen. I didn't know you wanted to see them up until like.
You just send me a nice text and hey, I'm going to see Fleetwood Mac in. That's all you had to do. Yeah, but I'm sorry.
They're still gonna tour. It was like Mick Fleetwood did this giant drum solo with a bongo. It was great. But anyways.
Why did you ask me? I'm gonna hold this over his head for a while, folks. I might not. I don't know. See what kind of mood I'm in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that is. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, where did I see him on? I saw him on the this tour right here, the Evening with Fleetwood Mac tour. It was a great show.
I'm sure it was.
Sorry.
Okay, what's your number 7?
I already did it. It was the Beach Boys.
No, wait, that was your number 8. We're on number 3.
Wait. Oh no. Okay, don't look.
Lost in translation, folks. Lost.
Okay.
Why did you stop sharing the screen, man?
I'm sharing the screen because I don't worry about it. All right, ready?
Ready.
Number 7, The Who.
Who?
Who? What? Where? When?
I want to form a cover band of The Who called The What?
The What? That'd be great.
That's going to be with my Yes cover band. No.
We should form a Yes and Who cover band. So no, not like was it not no? I don't know, whatever. Not what? We'll make it
Not what?
the Yes. That'd be great.
Who wants to see that? Sound off in the in the chat board. Who wants to see it? See a Yes and Who cover band called Not What?
All right. Anyways, I saw The Who in 2019. Around this time, around September last year. It was great. They had the symphonic orchestra. Oh, excuse me, everyone. It was great. They had one of the best bands I've ever seen live. I swear. However, he didn't smash the instruments though. Pete Townsend did not smash his guitar. He hasn't done that for a long time, apparently. But it was great. I loved. I really love this this band so much, and the way that the four of them together, Pete Townsend, Roger Daltrey, John Entwistle, and what's his face? Keith Moon. The four of them together were like you like peas in a pod. They just locked in and played. It was in the time it was the best. So a friend of mine, he saw the Who at Madison Square Garden in 1978. So he got to see all four members of the Who.
Nice.
My friend's dad, actually, yeah. You got to see all four members of the Who do their thing, like Tommy, Quadrophenia. Come on, guys, how much better can you get? It's the best. It's like amazing. So yeah. But this is my my number. Was it 7? Are we on 7?
We're at number 7.
This is my number 7 pick. I love this band, and I love the music. That Pete Townsend was the best guitar players ever. He's a fantastic guitar player. He's an unbelievable guitarist. Pete Townsend, I love him. He's fantastic guitarist. Listen, stuff like "Won't Get Fooled Again" or "Behind Blue Eyes," Bob O'Reilly, "My Generation," classic songs. So
that is your number 7.
That's my number 7. A passionate Who fan over here. Great show, great band.
I thought it was. Listen, like Bon Jovi, Beach Boys, and the Who. I thought they were going to be higher up on the list. In all honesty.
Oh no! Oh, you're going to be shocked, my guy. All right, what's your number 7?
My number 6 is.
My number 6. Sorry,
is a band you mentioned earlier, Bon Jovi.
Really? Okay, let's go back to that.
I really just love, like I'm going to be repeating some of your same points. I think John Bon Jovi is just a great guy.
He really is.
I think his music is just so energetic, just pumps you up. My favorite songs, who doesn't like Living on a Prayer? But I do agree with you. The best old album is
Slippery When Wet.
Slippery When Wet. But the more modern-ish album, I like The Circle.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
And I like Crush.
Crush is very good.
I think my 2 favorite Bon Jovi songs, You Give Love a Bad Name, and I really love It's My Life.
It's my life.
And like I said, I really want to see Bon Jovi in concert. Like that is like one of my desperate. I really want to see them.
Yeah, he was great live. I mean, when I saw him in 2018, it was fantastic, and it was just great. I mean, really, it really was.
And there was a concert I wanted to see him this year. I wanted to see him this year. He was touring with what's his face, Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams, yep.
Thanks, COVID.
Thanks. It's true though.
Yeah, I really wanted to see them.
Yeah, Bryan Adams.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a weird mix, though. Bon Jovi and Bryan Adams. What do you think?
I saw Billy Idol and Bryan Adams.
That's even a weirder mix.
Yeah, Billy Idol was the first one. Then Bryan Adams came on and swept the night.
Yeah, but I think they are a standard, really good 80s band. So that's why I love Bon Jovi. Yeah,
they're great. When I went down to the restaurant's right by Sayreville, New Jersey. It's in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool. It's pretty funny.
All right, what's your number 6, my friend?
My number 6. Don't kill me. Don't look at me. All right. Did you see? You hope you didn't see.
No, I didn't see.
All right. You want to go first or no? Because
I just did my number 6. I did my number 6. It's your number 6 now.
Okay, hold on.
Do 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 doom, doom. And on that note, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. We miss you.
Yes. Sorry, I just got a notification about something. Bill, I got to talk to you after the show, okay?
Is everything okay?
We're going remote.
What do you mean we're going remote?
I'll tell you later. I'll text you, okay? Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah! I can't get no
satisfaction.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mick Jagger. Love that guy. The Rolling Stones. How the fuck do you not have the Rolling Stones on your top 5 list? Suck it.
You're on number 6.
All right, I know. He's number 6. Am I right? All right.
I'm not looking.
You're good, yeah. So I'm just checking. The Rolling Stones are my number 6 on my list. I saw these guys back in 2019, last year, right before COVID hit. And holy God, I just hit after hit after hit after hit after deep cut after fantastic. One of the best bands of all time. Ever, in my opinion. One of the best bands ever, in my opinion. One of the best bands ever, in my opinion. They're fantastic. Everything, and look, people think they started in 1963. Their highest chart hit was in 1989 with like Mixed Emotions, and then after that they didn't really do as well in the 90s. But hey, come on, actually, fact check. But yeah, Bill, the Rolling Stones are one of my favorite bands of all time.
You saw them at MetLife, right?
I saw them at MetLife Stadium, and they were awesome.
You know who was also at that show? Our very good friend, Matt Hemsley.
I know. Who was at the same show as me who didn't even realize he was there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not joining us today. He had to go help his sister with something, but he's here in our thoughts.
Yes. Where was it? I don't know. They were just a phenomenal tour. They were.
So that show, you keep saying that show was absolutely amazing, right?
It was mind blowing. It was just honestly, they rocked the house. All right, they talked a lot though, which I didn't mind. I did not mind that they talked. I'm checking something out really quick. I'm checking something. They did not. They did talk a lot. It's so good to be here in New Jersey. We love to be here. Yeah, it was great.
Mick Jagger is just a real.
He's a savage.
Yeah, I remember 2 things. One was the concert for New York City, the benefit concert they did after 9/11.
Yeah.
And I remember one thing he said, if there's any lesson you learn from this, you don't fuck with New York, all right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then they did also at the Garden, like 11 years later, they did a benefit concert for Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And they said, thank you. Maybe next time it rains in London, you could give us a hand.
I love them. They're great. So, all right, you go first. You're number 5, right? Top 5. Here we go.
Okay, my number 5, The Killers.
Really?
Yeah, I've been getting into them recently, like over the past couple of years. I love, like, who doesn't like The Killers? Who doesn't like Somebody Told Me? Somebody told me you have a boyfriend. All these things I've done.
They're actually really, I like them a lot.
And of course, even though this isn't my favorite Killer song, I'll tell you what it is in a second, but Mr. Brightside, which I love that song. If you've gone to any college house party, 9 times out of 10, that song will be playing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is like the official college party song. But I love But my favorite song by them is got to be When You Were Young.
Oh, that's a
You know
great
that
song.
When You Were Young. That song. I
That's a.
I think Brandon Flowers is just amazing. I think the guitar work is great. It's really got like that post-grunge 2000 sound. And I know people don't really like 2000s music, but I think the Killers are one of the rare exceptions. One of those bands I would absolutely kill to go see in concert.
You know what? They postponed their tour at Madison Square Garden. They postponed it to next year.
Yeah, I heard. Again, thanks, COVID. But yeah, the Killers, awesome.
Would you want to go to see them?
Yes, if I have the money.
Fair point.
Do you want to go?
Do you want to go see? What kind of question is that?
We'll talk later.
We're on 5, right?
Yeah, we're on number 5. We will talk later.
All right. Drum roll, please, Bill. Da 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 da. Number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
The Beatles. The Beatles. The Beatles. They are listen, Billy Joel said this at one point. He said, the best band that ever was, the best band that ever will be. 4 guys came from Liverpool, England, and shocked the world with how great their music is, influencing thousands upon like hundreds of thousands of artists. You can listen to a Beatles song today and be influenced by them. It's amazing. You can all like Dave Grohl, we talked about before, says all people need is if they want to learn music, a guitar book and a Beatles songbook. A guitar and a Beatles songbook. That's all you need to learn music. Because the Beatles are one of the most. They're just the 4 guys that just swarmed popularity, swooped women's hearts, and made into superstars, and became like I don't know. It's just like what a time period to live in and hear about these musical people.
I can see that.
Bill, you want to go off on a second? Like I know it's my pick, but you want to go off on it for a second? I know you like.
Well, I have them a little higher on my list, so I'm gonna keep my. So I want to save my thoughts for then, if that's okay. But I agree with you. Everything you said, I agree with you. Just because I'm sorry I'm not being productive. It's just that I have them a little higher on my list, and I don't want to. When we get there, I don't want to repeat what I've said.
All right, sounds good. There's so many honorable mentions that are popping through my head right now. Anyways, the Beatles are my number 5 all-time greatest artists. They got 4 guys who were legendary people. And
Who's your favorite Beatle solo-wise?
McCartney, no questions asked.
I'm going to answer that question when we get to where I am. And just remind me that question, please.
Favorite solo Beatle?
Yeah, please remind me when we get there.
All right. Go ahead, Bill. What's your number 5?
Okay, number 4.
No, number 4, sorry.
My number 4 is Sir Elton John.
Oh, my God. We might. Okay. Sir Elton John.
He's just.
Reginald Kenneth Dwight.
I think he is just absolutely amazing. He could sing. He could play the guitar, piano. He could play the piano. I think. You know what I meant. I meant piano.
I know.
He is just. I love Your Song. I love Daniel. I love Crocodile Rock. My favorite Elton John song, though, is I'm Still Standing.
Oh, I'm still standing. Yeah.
And you know what's actually funny? I saw him in concert, and so did you.
Yes.
We were actually at the exact same show.
I know, conveniently. And you know what? Did I ever tell you the story about what happened at that show at the Elton John that Elton John show?
Yeah, that didn't you see Michael Stipe was there or something?
I'll get to that in 1 second. Yeah, that's true. But I will say this: I was in the background and I was in the VIP lounge, and I met the band. I met Elton John's band. Nigel Olsen. I met the guitarist. I met the percussion, John Mayhorn. And I was like, wow, shit, I actually got to meet the band. Holy shit, that's crazy. It's the craziest thing. Yeah. But then the craziest part to me was what Bill just said was that Michael Stipe walks in the background. For those who don't know who Michael Stipe is, I mentioned him and his band in one of my honorable mentions was REM. This guy happens to walk right in to the he walks right into the VIP lounge, and he was and he was it was crazy. He right behind me. He's having a cup of coffee or something. He's like, "How does this stock thing work on my phone?" I'm over hearing this conversation. Like, how does this thing work? I'm like, oh
Michael Stipe.
Michael Stipe. I'm flipping out.
But anyway, yeah, getting back to Elton John though, because I listened to a lot of his music, and when I saw him in concert, I was with two of my aunts and my cousin, and let me tell you, that is a 3-hour show, but it didn't feel like 3. I don't care if it was 3 more hours.
Yeah, he was great.
Probably one of the best concerts I've been to.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Absolutely. Elton John at the Garden. Because actually, a funny story, my parents, they got their tickets to see him like a year prior. So, we're going to see him in Boston. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, but right. Then I remember about a week or so later, I was with my aunt and uncles and all of them. We were at a family gathering, and they're like saying, yeah, we might go see him in New York City. Like, really? And they're like, do you want to go? I'm like,
yeah, please take me.
And I'm like, okay. I said, we'll keep in touch. But and then like a few days later, she texted me, goes, hey, Bill, you want to go see Elton John with us on March 6th at the Garden? I'm like, yeah!
Let's go.
Yeah, but anyway, his show is absolutely amazing. I love his music. Him and Bernie Taupin are absolutely great. And, even a lot of his musical theater stuff, like JT's favorite, The Lion King.
Shut up.
But also, what I think is very underrated is his musical adaptation of Verdi's opera Aida, which is absolutely great. It's very underrated in my opinion. Go listen to it when you get the chance. But yeah, I love Elton John. He is an absolute treasure.
He is. He really is. And it's funny, Bill?
Oh my God, he's your number 4, isn't he?
He's my number 4 as well. So we basically covered the same thing.
In this category, yes, but go on.
Oh my God! All right, yeah, but my number 4 is Elton John. How convenient?
Oh, how convenient
is that? I know. I swear to you, this is not planned out. It's completely by chance.
You know what? I just want to say before we go on, we've only had a few similarities so far. I thought it was going to be much similar.
I know. I actually surprised as well, to be honest.
I'm surprised. I thought our lists were going to be much more similar.
Yeah, but we have very
diversity.
Diversity, yeah.
All right, go on.
Oh, and by the way, Matt joined us.
Oh, Matt's here. Hey, buddy. We were just hoping that you came. Good to see you, pal.
All right, what do we got? Let's see. You want me to go first for number 3? Is that right?
Yeah, well, don't you have anything to say more about Elton John, or?
Other than my aunt works for him, that's about it.
Okay, so do you want to Okay, so what's your number 3? Since we'll switch the mode up here.
All right, sure. All right, I had to check. You didn't see that, right?
I did not see anything.
Good, because this is my number 3.
Oh, I forgot to put them on. I would have put them on honorable mention.
I love this band. For those of you who hate it, you can go fuck yourself.
Wait, people
All right.
hate you too?
Some people do. Some people give them death threats. You all can go screw yourselves up your butt.
And they're my countrymen. They're from the Emerald Isle, known as Ireland.
I so Irish. Gosh, Malati. This band is on the list of all-time greats. What I mean by that is they have had. Listen, they speak what they want to speak. They do what they want to do, and they're not afraid to show up and show off what they love. They have released two of the best albums, or several of the greatest albums, not just hit singles, but albums of all time, with The Unforgettable Fire, The Joshua Tree, War, Octung Baby, and there's they're probably their four biggest albums. I'd say Rattle and Hum is probably thrown up there as well. And Matt is going to chime in on the chat board. I see him now. Listen, this band is amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're kind of stupid. Because this band, if someone came up to me and said, "How would you rank the U2? How would you get into U2?" And I'd say, "Well, the first things first, listen to the Joshua Tree. Listen to that. No, I should listen to that first, then Octung Baby, then Unforgettable Fire, then War, and then go from there. Pick and choose." Actually, for the fifth one, I might say throw Songs of Experience in there, which is their most recent album, which actually was really good. So,
I love U2 too. My favorite song, I think, has got to be it's from the album All You Can't Leave Behind.
Which one is it?
I have two. One is Beautiful Day.
I love that one. I love it.
And the second one is a song that I think is very underrated. It's called Walk On.
I do like that one, actually.
I think it's very underappreciated.
It is. It actually is very underappreciated.
Stay safe tonight. I think it's very underrated.
It is. It's very good, though. I like that one.
Yeah. So that's your number 3, right?
That's my number 3 artist of all time. If anyone has a problem with that,
I have no problem with that. Here's my number 3.
No problem with that.
From Long Island, Mr. Billy Joel.
Oh, we're getting closer and closer. Jesus Christ.
Okay, now I'm about to say something extremely controversial. A lot of people would ask me, Billy Joel or Elton John. As much as I love Elton John that you just heard, I gotta say Billy. I actually like Billy Joel better. Go ahead, fight me. But no, as much as I love Elton John, with Billy Joel, I feel like I like a lot of the simplicity of his music, if that makes sense. I feel like I like a lot of the more simplicity in his music.
He's a complex artist with simple techniques.
Yeah, I think his lyrics are great. Who doesn't like Uptown Girl?
Of course.
I like song. Here's a song that I think is underrated. That's actually from that exact same album.
Which one?
And ironically, it was the number 1 hit. Tell Her About It.
Yeah.
I feel like that song doesn't really, and the funny thing is Tell Her About It was the number 1 hit. Uptown Girl only went to like number 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, but also Piano Man, I'll admit I like it, but it's a little. Okay, folks, we can admit Piano Man can get a little overplayed.
It can, unless it's 9:00 on a Saturday every day.
Regular crowd shuffles in, but New York State of Mind, I think, is a great one. My favorite Billy Joel song has got to be Only the Good Die Young.
Really? That's your favorite one?
Favorite Billy Joel song, Only the Good Die Young. But the thing is with like I said, the simplicity of his music makes good. And one of my favorite, there is a documentary, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's about when Billy Joel went to go play in Russia in the 80s. I forgot the name of it, JT. If I remember it, I'll let you know. But he went to go play Russia in the 80s, and there was a when he was playing the piano, when he was playing a song, he was playing that song "Sometimes Your Fantasy." Sometimes your
When he
fantasy.
flips the keyboard over.
Yeah, and he's yelling to the guy in the back who's screwing around with the lights. Go, stop it! In the middle of the night, cut it out. Sometimes your fantasy. Let me do my show for Christ's sake. And then
that was in Russia. That was in the Russia show. Let me see if I can find that actually.
That was in the Russia show, and he just got pissed and flipped over his piano and just smashed his piano. And in that, and what's so funny is afterwards, he was saying that a bunch of Russian students came up. He said a bunch of Russian students came up and they thought it was part of the show. They're like, "Oh, that was so cool. Are you gonna smash anything tomorrow?" Because again, they thought it was part of the show, and he's like, "Well, we can find something."
Look at this. This is what Bill's talking about, ladies and gents. He's talking about this right here.
Yeah, but
he definitely doesn't move like that anymore. But look at that. That's a microphone as a baseball bat.
But I love Billy Joel.
Love that guy too.
Music is fantastic.
It's iconic music that it spanned generations. People today know who he is. People people our age, Bill, know who he is. People who are,
Well, let me tell you, because I went to college with a bunch of folk from Long Island, because he's from Long Island.
What'd they say about him?
They oh, I love Billy Joel. Because coming from Long Island and not liking Billy Joel is like heresy.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
And also from our friend Matt, "Keeping the Faith" is my favorite Billy Joel song. I don't think I've heard that one.
What my favorite one is?
What?
"Matter of Trust."
Oh, that's a good one.
That's my favorite Billy Joel song. Come at me, world, fight me.
Okay, you're number 2?
Well, number one's going to be no surprise after this, but this is my number 2.
The Boss.
The Boss. I was just about to reread his autobiography earlier today, but then it's going to work. His music to me speaks to not just people of his era, like from the 70s and 80s and early 90s and all that stuff. It speaks to generations. And when he's dead, songs that he wrote then will still be relevant to people then of that time later on. It's iconic. He is an iconic figure, and his band. Listen, let me just clear something right now. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. It's not just Bruce Springsteen, and it's not just the E Street Band. It's Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. It's It's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's Neil Young and Crazy Horse. It's Bob Dylan and the band. It's the Sex Pistols. It's the Rolling Stones. It's Bob Marley and the Wailers. It's the Dave Brubeck and his quartet. The end is probably the most important part of this because he told the story with the E Street Band that could not have been any more successful with it. Without the E Street Band, he would be nothing. And I just want to point that out to a lot of people is that him and his band are the legendary. And by the way, Bill, remember what I was telling you? How Rolling Stone magazine had that thing where they talked about the best live bands to go see?
Yeah.
Number 10 was Kiss. Number 9 was Grateful Dead. Number 8 was Pearl Jam. Number 7 was, I forget number 7. I think number 7 might have been number 7 was Queen. 6 was Led Zeppelin. No, is it? Yeah. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, the Rolling Stones, and who was number 1?
I had to say about Bruce Springsteen is I heard he plays 4-hour shows. Is that correct?
That's correct because he was number 1 on that list. He was there.
Let me tell you with Bruce Springsteen though. The ball with I think my favorite song by him is "Hungry Heart."
It's a great song.
I also like "Born to Run." Who doesn't?
It's my favorite song of all time.
Really?
All time.
So
Song.
my other one, but you know what? I actually don't think his like modern stuff is that bad either.
Yeah, you know, he really this thing. Let me jump down to it. Hold on if I can find it.
I think a lot of his modern stuff.
I love a lot of his modern stuff. Like The Rising was a great album.
Oh, right, The Rising is such a great song.
Uh,
Um, Also off
Magic.
that album, I like the song. What is it? My City of Ruins.
Yes, Magic. Here's the thing. The thing about Magic is that Magic was his album in 2007. This one right here. That I'm showing you guys. That album is his last great album, in my opinion. I liked a lot of the stuff, but like as far as a great album goes, it's this one right here. It has my like fifth favorite Bruce Springsteen song, "Girls in the Summer Clothes." Actually,
What about the Wrecking Ball?
Wrecking Ball is really good too. I like that one too. That was released in 2012, 8 years ago. Hard to believe.
I love Wrecking Ball. My favorite song off that album is "Land of Hope and Dreams."
I love that song. He closed out the set with that one.
Yeah, and I actually got to say something funny about Bruce Springsteen. I'm not trying to get political here, but Bruce Springsteen was a big Obama supporter.
Yeah, of course.
And he campaigned for him, and he didn't really campaign for him in 2012 because of Hurricane Sandy. And one of the funniest things is with him and Obama was Obama went to the Jersey Shore like months after the hurricane to see how progress is, and he quoted a Bruce Springsteen song, said, "The only person I have to call boss."
That's right.
The only person I have to call boss.
He's the only person I got to call the first lady.
Yeah. Everyone, before you do the hate comments, we're not trying to get political. I just thought that was a fun story.
It was pretty funny.
But yeah, I think now I like Bruce Springsteen. The thing is I would go see him, but he's not like one of those things that, if I don't listen to him, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I recommend you see him though, definitely.
I will.
Because when I saw him, he played for a record-setting 3 hours and 58 minutes, nonstop, mind you. There was like an encore like break. He never left the stage though. For like he was on, it was off. It was the stage went black for like 30 seconds.
Matt just said Bruce Springsteen is fantastic. He would be in my top 3 artists at least. Matt, we have a challenge for you in the next couple minutes. Give us your top favorite artist. Doesn't have to be in any order. Just give it to us. Matt, your mission, quoted Mission Impossible, JT. Your mission, if
you choose to accept it.
If you choose to accept it, give us your favorite artist. We're counting on you, Matt, here. Don't let us down. Do not let us down here, Matt. The ball's in your court, buddy. We're going to go on, and you better give us that list. We are excited to hear it. Okay, now that we gave Matt his homework assignment, which he better do, because remember, Matt, you can't eat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Yeah, Pink Floyd reference, but get to work, buddy. Get to work. Okay, can I go on to my number 2 now?
Yeah, go ahead.
My number 2, Journey.
Really? I didn't even think of that.
Okay, let the comments begin. Well, they're a cheesy 80s band. Okay, shut the hell up.
70s band, too. You gotta forget about that.
Okay, I love, who doesn't love Don't Stop Believin'?
Of course.
That is, probably one of, if not my favorite song. But, I love Don't Stop Believin'. Love Open Arms. I love, Separate Ways. Let me tell you, my second favorite Journey song, I think it's a very underrated one. It's called Be Good to Yourself.
I love that song. It's so good.
That song doesn't get as much attention as Any Way You Want It, Don't Stop Believing.
So fun though.
What'd you say?
It's so fun.
Be good to yourself when
Nobody else will.
But anyway, I've seen them in concert. It was my birthday / graduation gift when I graduated college. I saw them at Mohegan Sun. It was absolutely amazing. They put on a hell of a show. And I know you've been, and you know what? And this was with, of course, with Arnel Pineda instead of Steve Perry.
I've seen Journey. Arnel is very good.
Yeah. Arnel actually does sound a lot like Steve Perry. He sounds a lot like Steve Perry. But I will say, I think Arnel Pineda's voice is a little lower. I think his voice is a little deeper. I don't know what you think, but.
Arnel's voice is definitely as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, but like I said, if you play them back to back, the only difference I'll say again is I think Arnel Pineda's voice is a little deeper. I think his voice.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, look.
But if you play them back to back, they sound like eerily similar.
Oh yeah, didn't they release an album? They re-recorded stuff.
I don't know exactly. But now I love Journey is a classic band of the 80s. I love them. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about them, but I absolutely love them. Okay, so what's all right. Number one.
Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
I'll go first. Okay, my number one. And this, like I said, this list changes day to day. This may be number one today.
I didn't even think of Journey. That was pretty good.
It may be tomorrow, it may be number 3. But my number one, JT's number 5, the Beatles.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm gonna probably pretty much repeat everything you said, but I think their lyrics are just timeless. Like, I was actually having this talk with my buddy the other day, and he was saying like the lyrics are just so timeless.
Yeah.
And just they really, and listen, even if you're not really into their music, you have to admit they started a cultural phenomenon. And they are just absolutely, I love them. My favorite album, probably to toss up between Sgt. Pepper and Abbey Road.
Yeah.
That's a toss up for me. Favorite songs, I'm not even going to list because picking your favorite Beatles song is like picking your favorite relative. Or if you have kids, it's like picking your favorite child. But yeah, I just think they just started such a phenomenon. Their lyrics are timeless. The music is great. And here's now the question. Do you remember that question I reminded you to ask me?
No.
Okay, my favorite solo Beatles, you said yours was Paul McCartney?
Yes, Paul McCartney.
Mine is, God rest his soul, John Lennon.
Really?
I think have you been to the memorial at Central Park, the Imagine Circle?
I haven't. No, I've been meaning to go though.
When this thing settles down, we're going.
Oh, of course.
I'll go with you. But
That
it's like
good.
just so, it's eerie, but it's beautiful. It's like, and also I've been to the Dakota.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I remember just going there, and I'm like thinking, holy shit, like this is where it happened. Lennon getting, shot. I'm like, oh my God, Chapman was standing right here. Lennon was standing over there. This is wow.
Yeah.
Not that I was happy about this, but it's just wow that you're standing right where it happened.
You're standing in history, right?
And also, okay, I love John Lennon. I think he's really underappreciated. George Harrison.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind.
I think George Harrison is very underappreciated.
He really is.
I think he really is underappreciated. Yeah, Matt, we want those at the end of the stream, and we'll read them out for everyone. Yeah, we're putting you on the spot here, buddy. There's no way to escape it. But anyway, what you were saying, but yeah, and I think what makes it even shocker is I've actually have seen both Paul McCartney, which we were at the same show.
You're at the same show.
I think you follow me.
What?
I think you follow me to concerts sometime.
I think you follow me to concerts. It's a little
I was with Justin.
weird.
And I remember you texted me and we were talking.
Bill, are you here? He's like, yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, actually, I remember you posted on Facebook and I said, I'm going to be there too. And he's like, no.
No way.
And how I got the ticket to that concert is actually hilarious. Justin texted me, goes, hey, you want to go see Paul McCartney? I'm like, at first I was a little eerie because I was supposed to go up to Binghamton to see my brother for family weekend. Sorry, Dan. And then I texted him, goes, hey, Dan, sorry, I'm not going to see you at family weekend. He goes, why? I'm like, I'm going to see Paul McCartney at the Garden. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. He goes, no, I can see you any old time. You can see me any old time. Go see Paul McCartney, because my brother knows how big of a Beatles fan I am.
That's funny, yeah.
He's like, go see Paul McCartney. Like, he knows how big of a Beatles fan I am. And he goes, go. And when I saw him in concert, and you were there too, and you could probably say the same thing. I remember the moment he stepped on stage, not one person was sitting.
Oh, it's great. It was fantastic.
Not one person in that arena was sitting.
Do you remember the first song he played?
Hard Day's Night.
Oh, yeah. It was fantastic.
When they hear that note, and everyone's ah!
Everyone lost their minds that night.
But it was like, that was like a 3-hour show as well. And I remember after he played Hey Jude, and he comes back on with the guitar, and he's like, you guys want to hear more? I'm like, yeah. Goes, oh, okay. And then I remember the last one goes, okay, this is the last one we're going to play. Because we got to go home. No, which means you got to go home. Go. But yeah, yeah, that, and I also saw Ringo in concert too.
I have tickets for him.
Yeah, I thought it was actually kind of funny. It was after one song, I think it was to the guy from Santana. He's like, okay, you get to choose the next song, and then he plays the opening notes to Day Trip. Doom, 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 and he's like, oh no, we're not going to play that one. But but the Beatles, man, they are the iconic. They're absolutely iconic. They're fantastic. And that's why they're my number one. Well, like I said, with this list, it's subject to change. Tomorrow they could be number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, JT, you're number 1, please.
Look at Paul right there. Go, look at him go. Sorry, I had to. Look at those two. My number 1, ladies and gents, is going to come as a surprise, but if you know me, it might not be a surprise after all. But let's see. Bill, you ready?
Ready.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Louder, I can't hear it. My number 1 is Billy Joel. I know. Kind of a surprise. Slightly.
No, I knew your number 1 was going to either be Billy Joel or Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, to me, it always comes out. Like, to me, Springsteen, Born to Run is my favorite song of all time, but Billy Joel's my favorite artist of all time because that's how I bounce it out. That's me. Billy Joel, what a guy. Love this guy so much. He is, without a question of a doubt, one of the best singer-songwriters of all time. And he's just fantastic. He's just a great. He's one of the only people of his time that wrote all of his own songs by himself. He composed all the music, and you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Also, plus, let me just show you the guy something new. He wrote 4 albums, and then he broke through into the mainstream audiences, so I can get to it. He wrote out 1, 2, Cold Spring Harbor, Piano Man, Street Life Serenade, Turnstiles, The Stranger, and then The Stranger broke him out. But I will say that my favorite Billy Joel album, if you were to ask me today, it would probably be like, if you asked me today, say, what's your favorite Billy Joel album? I'd say The River of Dreams, his last album.
In the middle of the night.
And by the way, he is at Madison Square Garden every month. Not now, of course, but he's there every month, and you can just see him there.
Again, thanks, COVID.
Yes, I love it. He's great. This all songs and written and composed by Billy Joel. This album has an arc to it that it really applied to me later on in life. I'm trying to go into it for a second. Over the course of this album, all songs written and composed by Billy Joel, right? No Man's Land is this side one of the CD starts out on a rage, and then Shades of Grey, he starts to see like some different colors and things. Not everything is black and white. All About Soul, All About River Dreams, like this kind of like finding his faith again in humanity, because he made this album really pissed off.
Yeah,
like,
because fun thing about the song Lullaby, it's actually the story of how he wrote it is actually interesting, but it's kind of sad at the same time. Like his daughter one day asked him, "Daddy, what happens when you die?"
Oh yeah, no, I remember that.
And he goes, and he said, when you die, you go into other people's hearts. And the thing was, because this was around the time when Billy Joel and Christine Brinkley were splitting, and she was thinking, "Oh my God, Daddy, are you gonna leave me?" And that was that song to basically comfort her, saying he's never gonna leave her.
Yeah, the way he described it as like people would go that when you die, you go into other people's hearts, and they carry you with them through their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but if you were asking me today, because The Stranger's a classic album, the 52nd Street Glass House is
I actually have The Strangers on vinyl. On vinyl.
Bill, can you hold on for 1 second?
Sure.
I'm gonna just do something really quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Totally off script.
This is totally off script, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what he's getting. Remember, if you rummage through my house, you have to wear a mask. That's my only request.
Okay, this is what I got. I just want to show you, because you keep going on about your vinyl and stuff. So hold the phone. Ready?
Let's see it. That's the Piano Man.
Piano Man. This might come as a surprise, but Street Life Serenade. It has The Entertainer on it.
Ooh.
So, I'm in a New York State of Mind.
Oh, love that song.
And of course,
Stranger. And also on that Turnstiles album, you know what song I think is very underrated?
What?
The opening song, Say Goodbye to Hollywood.
Oh, it's so good.
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
This was owned by CBS Records.
52nd Street Serenade.
See?
Yeah, I see it.
This has never been played. Take that, Bill.
I just did.
You may be right. I may be crazy.
But you just may be the lunatic you're looking for.
And we're living here in Allentown. Oh, Uptown Girl is on this one.
Yeah, and that's also Tell Her About It, too.
Yep. Matter of Trust is on here.
Your favorite song.
Yes. Took a while to get them. I'm working on getting the other 2. Or 3, actually. I'm missing Cold Spring Harbor. Anyways. But yeah, Billy Joel's my favorite artist of all time. And yeah.
Okay, so that's the list. And I got to admit, making that list was really tough, buddy. It was really hard.
That was really difficult.
Like I said, I had to leave some people off that I feel guilty about.
Yeah, I know. It's a crime to not mention like Motley Crue and whatever, you know.
I'm not really a big into Motley Crue, actually. There's some songs I like, but I'm not like, you know.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else, or is that a wrap?
I think that's it. I think we're good, Bill.
Okay, Matt. We expect your list with punctuation, grammar, and everything. Actually, no, we don't expect that. But nah, like he said he was gonna give it to the end of the stream, and he did say Beatles and Billy Joel are both very good choices for number 1. Thank you.
Right.
So okay,
Thanks.
like I said, this is just our opinion. You disagree with us, that's your opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own.
But ultimately, it's what you have to say. Jump down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. What are some of your favorite artists of all time? Was it some more contemporary people like Ed Sheeran or Adele? Or would you say people like the more classical people like we listen to, like Billy Joel or Elton John? Or shout out in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Whatever you like.
So, but for this episode of Mixed Bag, Bill, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
All right. And until next time, everyone, we'll see